Hello guys, this is your host Freddy, Filipino sa America Blog. Today's feature in my blog is the currently going on the Balikatan 23 in the Philippines right now. It's considered as the largest military exercises among member countries, about the United States, the Philippines, and Australia. It involves about 17,700 troops composed mostly of 5,400 AFP soldiers, 12,200 US forces, and somewhere about 500 Australian armed forces. They are in the Philippines to conduct the one of the largest and ever in history, Balikatan 23, shoulder to shoulder, guys, shoulder to shoulder. And it is a very good for the country, most especially uh, in the past days, in the past year, that there is being we are being harassed by the China naval fleet. The so many Chinese intruders especially harassing our Filipino fishermen and even our uh, national or Philippine Navy and Philippine Coast Guard, and it cannot be denied. Okay, and thanks. All of this are we should thank also to the effort of the President of the Philippines, President Bongbong Marcos Jr. together with National Defense Carlito Galvez Jr. and also Philippine Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo of Iglesia Ni Cristo. Thank you very much, sir, to all of you there in the Philippines because it is this is a great accomplishment for you to protect the security of the country. Because without the security, the Philippines is going, what, bankruptcy because being harassed by the Chinese, all of these Chinese surrounding our country, and most especially within our territorial limits or our perimeter. Okay, okay. So it is being done under the Mutual Defense Treaty signed in 1951. The treaty said it applied to armed attacks on either nations uh, to our armed forces or to the armed forces of the United States on public vessels in South China Sea. So whenever the United States uh, is being attacked, one of their vessel or the vessel is attacked by anyone under the mutual defense treaty, we are also need to help. And if our vessels are being attacked also, it is outright that the United States will also help the country. So this is the treaty that we have signed, and also we have developed and we have already signed an agreement with the United States about the EDCA. EDCA, okay, EDCA is another version of security, because security is very important, guys, very important, most especially to our economic, that we are having a problem there in the Philippines, but when it comes to economic, because of the pandemic that was started in 2020 up to last year. And I think the United States just lifted this emergency status here in the United States because there is the cases is growing lesser and lesser and lesser, almost zero. Okay, so that's the reason why we need a security. This EDCA and the mutual defense treaty are very important or vital to the existing of the Philippines. Most especially, we are now a developing country, not anymore underdeveloped. We are now a developing country, and the mission and the goal and the vision of President Bongbong Marcos Jr. by the end of his term in 2028 is to become an upper level middle income. Okay, that's a good vision for by the president of the Philippines. Okay, and and as well as the purpose of this Balikatan 23 is also modernizing the armed forces of the country through the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement signed last February 1st. And because of this, we have already existing five existing U.S. bases, and you will notice that these U.S. bases are all new, and it is only temporary, and they are investing a big amount of money, about $100 million, through creating of infrastructure, airports, naval ports, in which we could, if they left this, because it is only temporary, who will be the recipient? The Philippines, like in Subic and also Clark. It's really what happened to Clark Field. It is a it is a hub already, and also to Olongapo in Subic Naval. Okay, it is very good, right? And formerly it is a home of Korean Hanji. I don't know how it is a big Korean company that only is I think that it was bankrupt. It went to bankruptcy. Okay, so that's good news. And the United States is investing about $100 million for the next 5 or 10 years. $100 million. That is a direct investment of the United States to the Philippines. Okay, and the four new sites is being considered right now. It's being approved already by President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Are the naval base in Camilo Osias, Camp Melchor de la Cruz, Balabac Island, and Lalo Airport. I think this is somewhere in Cagayan. Okay, and the five existing sites are Cesar Basa Air Base, Port Magsaysay Military Reservation, Lumbia Air Base, Antonio Bautista Airport, or Air Base, Mactan Benito Ebuen Air Base in Cebu. So it's all over the nation. Okay, there is in Bisaya and there is also in Mindanao, but the concentration is right there in Luzon. Okay, for security reason, why? Because we are in the past year. You see, without the U.S. military base, we are prone to all harassment. We are being dictated by this country, and you know what will happen. And you know what happened. There are most of our fishermen is being harassed and they're complaining, especially there in Cagayan. Your way of living is by fishing, and most of your fishermen is being harassed by those Chinese Coast Guard, Chinese militia, and you cannot do anything. And you blame the Philippine Navy, you blame the Coast Guard, and you in the government like Cagayan Governor Mamba, pro China, pro China. Yeah, he even asked President Marcos to increase trade relation with China, and what is the return? Harassment, and China is not complying with those promises that they made to us in the Philippines. Okay, the last administration is a socialist president, and that's the reason why he is pro China. Duterte is a socialist president. Okay, guys, I hope that you welcome the United States, most especially the American soldiers in different parts of the country. I hope that you gave them a warm applause, warm welcome, hospitality to those American soldiers right now. There are 12,200 U.S. soldiers right now in the Philippines. Okay, I hope you greet them and stay with them and be friendly to them because they are doing their job to protect the security of the country. And you will notice that the Chinese are getting away from us because of the presence of the American soldiers. Okay, the presence of the military might, the submarine are here, the aircraft carrier are there, so there's nothing to worry. But just be considerate and be hospitable. Okay, most especially there in Cagayan. Don't listen to your governor. Don't listen to the governor and to the UP who are protesting. Okay, just ignore this UP student. Not all of them, but some who are activists. Remember, you are paying for why they are there in the school. Okay, you are paying your taxes, and these taxes goes to the University of the Philippines most often. They should listen to you people, not they dictate to you on what to do. Okay, this is your host, Friday Filipinos America blog. Never hold your peace.